sur pénètre au lit, sans même te connaître, mais dans des amis. L'amour c'est pour rien, tu ne peux pas me vendre. L'amour c'est pour rien, tu ne peux l'acheter. Seulement, l'amour est merveilleux, gradé de ses cendres, comme un oiseau de feu.
Hola.
Where'd you go?
Hasn't always been this glam. I was a drab little crab once. Now I know I can be happy as a clam, because I'm beautiful, baby.
Nhưng mà thấy đồng bọn mình lên nó cho cái hóng quá. Em đọc hồi nãy mình chỉ chụp cái hình mà đưa hai tụi mình lên cho
mình lên
hai cái mặt mo mình lên đó đó. Thì có người nói ở bên mấy người đang rất là
tú y esta no era yo. Tus engaños fueron los que me hicieron fueron.
Fucking hilarious. This nigga, whatever he's on, I gotta have that shit.
I got a bitch.
Nah, that's my video for all y'all to see. I got a bitch that suck my dick till I nut. I got a bitch that
Come
suck
out.
my
Oh, my daddy's here.
Y'all, remember to hit me
Wait,
if
walk
y'all
up to
trying
the
to
car.
watch.
Right when y'all walk the car, just end it.
I don't wanna go. Bye, y'all. I love you guys. Remember the message.
Cuando tú quieres.
gentleman who said, "My parents are finally resting in peace," a sentiment that many people in the Cuban American community can relate to, thinking of their loved ones who did not make it to see this day. I think a lot of people here in South Florida and perhaps around other parts of the country, but specifically here in South Florida with the Cuban American community that we have, this will be one of those days where people say, "I remember where I was when I got the call, when I..."
So I'll say ba ba ba, and then just go to the crowd.
President Hassan Rouhani and the Premier of Japan, Shinzo Abe. So even though he has not been in power formally for many years in Cuba, he has still had a role in leading the country one way or the other, or at least in having his views shared with leaders from around the world, penning many letters and articles for state-run media in Cuba. So while he was not in power, his presence was still felt. But now that he is gone, it will be interesting to power, so that Castro name certainly, at least for now, going to live on in positions of power in Cuba.
Yeah, and right now, Lauren, we have Miami-Dade Police Director Juan Perez on the line. And Director Perez, first of all, thank you for joining us at this very late hour. What message do you have for folks out there who may be thinking about going out to celebrate this news?
Good morning, Elliot. Well, I mean, it's for so many people that went through so much hardship, or they know of their parents or grandparents that went through this hardship, so it's hard for us, or for me, to tell people not to go out and celebrate. Obviously, we prefer not to have them out in the street celebrating, but if they are intending to go out there, just to do it peacefully, like we're seeing now, obey the officers that are out there in the street, trying to protect them from the traffic. And we have a responsibility to our community to maintain the traffic flow out there for everyone. So if people do not want to be part of the celebrations, I strongly recommend that, I know it's an inconvenience, but seek alternate routes if they have to drive this morning, or through these areas. But just stay peaceful, listen to the officers out there. We understand that this is a big moment for a lot of people, and we've had the opportunity to practice, right, with the Heat winning championships and so forth. And so we've had the opportunity. The Marlins also brought a lot of celebrations like this. So we're ready to facilitate the traffic flow.
At this point, are there any plans to close any streets for celebrations like these that we're seeing live right now?
Well, we have, this celebration, it goes through different jurisdictions. So each one of the police jurisdictions will make that determination if need be. Right now, there is no plans. Our efforts right now is to maintain the flow of traffic. Right now, we're monitoring 87th Avenue and Bird Road. We have one lane closed off so that the people that are celebrating have some room to do so peacefully, and we're maintaining the flow of traffic. It's going to be a slow but steady flow of traffic going through there. So those are our plans for now. I don't believe anyone is planning to close off streets, and because these are major arteries, so we need to maintain them open.
What about manpower? Do you have plans on bringing in more personnel?
So we right now, for us, we're treating it as an on-duty incident. We're bringing in people from other jurisdictions, other areas, other districts to help in the crowd control. If it continues to expand, then we may consider expanding it into bringing in folks that are normally not in uniform to assist. But right now, we have enough personnel out in the streets to deal with the celebration.
Okay, Miami-Dade Police Director Juan Perez, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you, Elliot.
All right, Police Director, thank you so much for your time. We've been looking at these live pictures. This is La Carreta on Bird Road and 87th Avenue. That's where Maribel Rodriguez is. We just heard from her just a short time ago. We've also been at the scene at Versailles in Little Havana. I did just receive a text message from my mother as well, who happened to be driving through Hialeah. She said that 49th Street, her words are 49th Street is hopping too. So no doubt a lot of people in the Cuban American community in Hialeah as well out there on the streets this morning. But CBS 4's Hank Chester is at Versailles in Little Havana. Hank, what do you have for us there? I see you do have your shot of Cuban coffee this morning.
Yeah, I do, and we're going to need a lot of this. Gus Garcia is with me. Let me put Gus in contact.